If you made relaxing a competitive event, you'd be an idiot, with a tournament for idiots. If this tournament then proved to be so controversial that regular relaxing enthusiasts disapproved of it, and the tournament was only held annually for a period of just 10 years before ending in disaster, you'd have the World Sauna Championships. Usually in a sauna, you just sit in temperatures that would be massively disconcerting in any other circumstances and relax. Now, I don't like the heat or seeing ugly strangers in the nude, so I don't really get it. But there are supposedly health benefits for these lizard-like lunatics. The mild heat stress promotes sweating and increases circulation and metabolism, giving the heart some light exercise and potentially easing muscle soreness. The average sauna temperature is about 70 to 80 degrees Celsius in and around 160 Fahrenheit. So how do you turn this into a contest? You turn the heat up and see who can withstand it the longest. This might be funny to do once with your mate, but in the 90s, some locals in a swimming hall in Heinola, Finland, were starting to turn it into a regular sport. Management did not approve of their sauna being turned up to intolerable conditions by a few die-hard sauna heads during regular hours. Let the casual fans enjoy it too. And so the madmen decided they should formally organise an official sauna contest. This culminated in the first World Sauna Championship being held in Finland in 1999. Now, the relaxation and the potential health benefits I mentioned earlier, forget that. What happens in the World Sauna Championship is elective torture. Before you even enter the sauna, it's preheated to 110 degrees Celsius or 230 Fahrenheit. So you're stepping in at a temperature above water's boiling point. Every 30 seconds, half a litre of water is poured on the stove, blasting competitors with steam. The heat is unbearable even for seasoned veterans of the sauna, and the competition rarely goes on for much more than 10 minutes. The last person to leave wins, although this is only if he can leave unassisted. Obviously, medical professionals are on standby at all times. The temperature is such that you are basically being scalded alive, and burns are common. Your blood vessels are dilated so that maintaining circulation is no longer light exercise for your heart. You're pushing the limits. Even those who love the sauna agree. The World Sauna Championship was for crazy people exclusively. A lot of enthusiasts saw the competition as a sort of antithesis to what the sauna was all about. Instead of relaxing in a healthy environment, you were intentionally causing yourself suffering in a simulated hell. There were concerns about how dangerous it was too, which were realised in 2010. 2010 saw the 12th World Sauna Championship. Despite drawing in competitors from around the world, it was always a Finn who won, except in the women's division, but like most sports, few people seem to care about that. The 2010 final saw roughly 130 competitors whittled down to just 6 men, including Russian amateur wrestler Vladimir Ledysensky and returning champ Timo Kaukonen, who'd won 5 of the 11 previous contests. In 2003, he'd managed to withstand the sauna for an amazing 16 minutes. But this year, the sauna will be even more intense than usual. 4 minutes into the contest and 4 of the 6 men have already given up, leaving just Ledysensky and Kaukonen. The 2 men give officials the necessary thumbs up to continue, but they both look like they're sitting on Satan's kitchen stove. 6 minutes in and they really look quite unwell. Then Finnish champ Kaukonen starts to move, but is he trying to leave? Who can tell? Officials call off the contest as medics rush in to a collapsing Kaukonen. Ledysensky has to be dragged from his seat. Both men are severely burned. There are photos, but I'll spare your eyes with a drawing instead. It's actually insane the organisers let things reach this stage. Both men are rushed to hospital, where Russian Vladimir Ledysensky dies. Kaukonen survived, but with very bad burns. He spent a long time recovering, but did not blame the organisers for his misfortune. An investigation was launched into whether the handling of the event could be classified as negligent homicide, but competitors had signed declarations saying that they had participated at their own risk and released the organisers from responsibility. Vladimir Ledysensky was found to have painkillers and local anaesthetics in his system. system, which were expressly prohibited by the competition and likely contributed to his death. The public prosecutor ultimately decided not to bring charges against the organisers. So even in something as stupid as the Sauna World Championships, people were using performance-enhancing drugs. Genuinely, what's the point? There was no monetary prize, it was just a sauna stove and some other crap. Not exactly cheap, but certainly not worth risking your life for either, or the lives of others. Kaukonen said conditions in the sauna were so intense he would have left minutes earlier if not for Ladysensky persisting, and was frustrated to find out the Russian had used prohibited substances. My own life went to hell for a long time and I almost lost my spirit. You shouldn't be fooling around with those substances in those competitions. If after hearing all this you still somehow think you'd like to compete in the World Sauna Championships, well, too bad. They stopped hosting them after this incident. If you're going to see if there's any regional sauna contests you could try, might I suggest instead reaching a competitive level in something that might actually benefit you in any way? Sometimes people who win music contests get catapulted into successful careers. What realistically awaits you after proving you can sit on your arse in extreme conditions longer than anyone else? I might make a video about it, I suppose. How hot do you enjoy your sauna? It really makes no difference to me. If you liked this video, check out my other videos and subscribe to see more in the future. You can join the channel membership to support my work monetarily, and until next time, stay safe. There are supposedly health benefits for these lizard-like lunatics. The mild heat stress promotes The mild heat stress promotes sweating and increases circulation. The average sauna temperature is about 70 to 80 degrees Celsius in and around 160 Fahrenheit. Oh, that was terrible, I'll do it again. And the competition rarely goes much more beyond than 10 minutes. What the fuck are you saying? Read the goddamn thing properly, for fuck's sake. Maintaining circulation is no longer light exercise for your heart, you're pushing the limits. Why are you saying that weird? Even those who love the sauna agree the World Sauna Championship, you shouldn't be fooling around with those substances in these competitions. You shouldn't be fooling around with those. Nah, just fuck it. If you liked this video, check out my other videos. And what the fuck? Fucking cough, man.